Richard here from Williams Crawford. So before the day starts, what we thought we'd do is give you a look around motorsport, restoration, see some of the behind the scenes stuff. So 2 cars here to start with. My own GT3 Cup car and a very good customer and close friend of mine, GT4 Club Sport race car, direct from the factory, all factory suspension and setup. So these 2 cars are going to go to St. Guano, and I was fortunate enough to win it last year, my class. So our friend, or soon-to-be ex-friend, is gunning for me and very much hoping to put me in my place. So be interested in a couple of 3 weeks to give you a report when we're out there of how we're getting on together, or how we've fallen out. Let's wait and see. What we've got here is a 3-litre SC. So backdated car, so it's got the rear overrider type, lightweight bumpers fitted, long bonnet and wings. So it's gone away from the impact bumper look, very popular. And this one essentially is an RS lookalike. So Viper green, good little competition car. That car was being used in sprints and hill climbs, having a lot of success. So now it's come to us. The gent who's now bought it, long-standing customer, is softening it a little bit, making the seats more comfortable, removing the cage inside, just defocusing a little bit so we'll get some more use. So getting close to the end of that. Really pleased with that car. We've done some metal work, paint work, improvements, engine improvements, gearbox build. So yeah, that one's coming to the end of its journey here. Outside, cracking little 3.2 convertible impact bumper car. So that's a local car to us. The car came here probably 2 years ago, and Adrian happened to be here on a Saturday, spied the car, spied the customer, spent a bit of time with the gent, and that is a super car. It's just been in for kidney bows, lock post, a little bit on the outer sill, but wow, that car is quite exceptional. So customer's on his way to pick it up at 10 o'clock, just had a fresh wash and raring to go. Interestingly here, and what we do, and with the help of Kim and Lily upstairs, we received an email from a gentleman in Africa, and he's importing this car and this box to us. So in here is a 997 turbo engine, which has got some internal damage on it that we need to repair. And on his car, he's got loads of improvements required. Some bodywork, front and rear, only minor, wheel refurbs, but servicing, engine mounts, spoiler float, interior bits and bobs, and he sent them across as a package. We'll keep them for, I believe it's 6 months, and then they'll be sent back to him. So excited to be on with this. We speak to him on a daily basis. We can do WhatsApp calls, keep the customer informed. So that's kind of exciting, and it works well for us. My Group 4 rally car, did manage to get out in it at the weekend, just went over to Warrington, local hill climb to us. Didn't compete this weekend, but managed to get it out. It was a beautiful dry day and really enjoyed. It's probably only about a 30-40 mile round trip, but really felt good to be back out in it. Might have even let myself down a little bit in it, but yeah, it was good to get out. So, traitor in the camp. Cosworth Sierra Sapphire. As a child, one of my first memories of these cars is that a friend of mine's brother owned one of these cars and took myself and 3 other guys from Callington to the Earl's Court Motor Show. I don't know, I can't name names, and obviously he wouldn't have broken the speed limit, but I believe they do 150 mile an hour, and back in the day, that was quite a beast. I still remember looking under the bonnet from back then, and as you can still see, it's still got a wow factor. So that's my own car. I've had it several years. I am about to put that up for sale. We're just doing some pre-sales checks and servicing, etc. And then that one, so keep an eye out on our sales department. Lovely local gent, just having a new rear exhaust fitted on his 996 turbo. Next to it, we've got a 2.4T. So this is a customer, I believe this is the third car, but we've also built a gearbox and an engine for him as well. He's had this car restored some time ago, but it's just, he's been using it and it's now come to us just to do some different bits and bobs and finishing. The gauges are being refurbished, some interior work, set up on the MFI, which is a skill in itself. So a sweet little look, great colour combination. Recognisable as a 72 because of the oil tank in the rear wing. This year only, Porsche went away from this. So that's in, getting close to its end. That hopefully will go back to him soon and the gent can start using it. 944. Don't get to see these too often, but this is one that we've just sold through our workshop. It's been independently inspected. Very good guy came down and inspected it for us, gave it a clean bill of health. So we're just in, cam belt, rollers, water pump if required. But that is a super car, super condition. The condition on these is everything, and this one is a bit exceptional. So that will go to a local customer, and very pleased to have sold it in the local market. Little Group 4 race car. So we've known this car for several years. We actually drove it in the Czech Republic years ago, competed in an endurance race, myself and Adrian. That car was then brought to this country. We prepped it for the Silverstone Classic. Customer flew in, raced it at the Silverstone Classic. That was probably 6-7 years ago. It's since been sold. And we're now going to turn it into a Group 4 rally car. So 3 litre, very high compression on MFI, a very exciting car to drive. Loads of go, loads of theatre, loads of noise. But to turn it into a rally car, obviously seats, upgrading the fire, the electrics. We will put in, there's new arms to go on the rear. So there's a fair bit of work to be done. The client lives abroad, but he is coming in 2 or 3 weeks' time just to see it, drive it, and get a bit of theatre from it. 993, an exclusive model, beautifully finished inside, and it's in for a very common repair. So on the check strap, they will break the weld on the actual pillar, but I always get Graham to do these. He's very, very careful, and he can do a lovely local repair, which is invisible, and we're very proud of what he does on these. So that's actually in today. He'll be on that first thing. So what I will do, sign off there. Thank you very much. Hopefully it's of interest to you. But we will get Graham to talk through a lovely little silver right-hand drive 911S there. We'll just pass over to him. Thank you very much for watching.
So just a quick video on this car here. This is a 1972.2S right-hand drive car, which obviously makes it a lot rarer. They probably only built 120 or so right-hand drive 2.2S's from about 1969 to 71. These do get a lot of love from the Porsche fraternity, being that they're a real driver's car. A very cammy, revvy engine, 180 horsepower. It produces all its power, 4,500 RPM up, so it's a real driver's car. It was top of the range. Obviously, after the 2.2 came the 2.4 and then the RS's. But these are, these have got a real special place in the Porsche story. It's a mechanically injected car. It's got a steel airbox. It's got magnesium intake stacks on it. Into the following years they went to plastic just to quieten the thing down. The interior, extremely luxurious, with the tilting Recaro sport seats, cracking period radio in it. Things it would have like an aluminium engine lid, twin batteries in the front to help with a bit of the weight balance, and big aluminium brakes on the front, which they work quite well for what they are. Obviously they went to steel a bit later. They were developed for the race cars. Porsche did eventually find they would flex under hard braking, so they went to steel. But just This car's been in storage for a while and it's coming for a little bit of light refurbishment, good full inspection on it, replace a couple of brake lines, suspension setup, service, tune up, and just a check over so the car can be used. But yeah, just sort of mention just a quick video on a very, very special car.